Dear lions and lionesses, it's a pleasure to meet you all in this wonderful Father's Day and Mother's Day webinar series. We are very glad to have students of VIT Bhopal participating in daily habit challenges, and they did a lot of work for the Mother's Day. Father's Day daily habit challenges are continuing. And at this juncture, we wanted to host uh, a person from the armed services who has done service to the nation, and we are very glad to have Wing Commander Kanchan Kumari ma'am with us for a wonderful session. The record will show that Wing Commander Kanchan Kumari has an illustrious academic career. She is an alumnus of IIT Bombay. She is an alumnus of IM. She's also done a lot of work, and more than that, her service to the nation speaks for herself. Without further ado, I hand over the stage to Wing Commander Kanchan Kumari ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, for accepting this invitation, and the stage is over to you.
A very warm good evening, everyone, dear lions, lioness, and all other viewers. Thank you, Dr. Sriram and VIT Bhopal team for this warm invitation. It's indeed an honor for me to be with you on this platform and with such a bright future generation and innovators of the future. Today, I want to share with you a lifelong lesson from my service to the nation, and more importantly, how you can unlock your own inner strength right from where you are, and how you can do and increase further from this position. Let me quickly take you through my journey in the defense. This is the first picture where my commissioning was done. I was commissioned in Indian Air Force in 2010. After commissioning, I got a lot of responsibility, and this is one of the pictures where I was leading the camp of 180 warrior during exercise after Balakot. After years in uniform, I wanted to grow in new ways, and that led to me bringing myself up in different form. And this is a picture of me doing MBA from NMIMS, then doing a business management course from IIM Mumbai to prepare for a career beyond defense. Today, I'm working with JSW's team as an assistant general manager, stepping into the corporate world with the same passion, learning new things every day, every time. No matter what path you select, whether it's a military, tech, or business, what matters is your mindset. Stay curious, stay committed, and keep growing every day. Now, students, if you can write in the chat box, what do you understand by this word, WITFM? Can anyone tell?
1 minute, ma'am. I'll look for the responses. It takes a minute
Sure.
for the students.
Nevertheless, I'll just continue. It just means what is there for me. So if I'm giving you what is there for you as a student. So as a student, it's a natural to think, what is there? What is the purpose of this presentation? And I should tell you that greatest strength is not what you get, but in what you give. India's biggest changes have often started with student only. Today, you have the skill to make real impact, not just in lab or exam, but in society and in real life. So rethink your mindset to unlock your potential, to discover the power of engineering beyond test work. Now, look at this slide. What does it say? Strength does not come from what you can do. It comes from overcoming the things once you thought you could not. What does it mean? Whether it's a tough subject, whether a failed attempt, or a stepping out of your comfort zone, every time you rise above, you grow. And this is the way you grow. That's where real engineering strength lies. In problem solving, in persistence and progress. So students, I will tell you to remember these 3 P. That is problem solving, you have to be persistent, and you have to progress. The next very good question comes, what is service to the nation? Is it defined by the uniform? Or is it defined by just civil services? No, you are wrong. It's anything you do as a part of your life, as a part of you, which can uplift the community, which can protect shared values, and which can a responsible citizen can do. History have lot and lot of example, and I have given pictures for few of them. Mahatma Gandhi, a great leader, he did service through non-violence and truth. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, nation building through knowledge, transforming life, nation building through knowledge and innovation. Our very own Dr. G. Vishwanathan, what he is doing, he is transforming lives through education and vision for all of you. So you should remember, build with pride, lead with values, and that's the true service. You should remember your teacher, your management, and every one of you. You are doing service to the nation by doing it honestly and with a purpose, whether you help a classmate or you do a real world problem solving. As we talk about service to the nation, it is important to understand that it's not about wearing a uniform only. It's about embracing a mindset that those who serve in the armed force don't just face team challenges, they face physical, mental, and emotional challenge as well. But what helps them to rise above all these things is certain core values. These core values are not limited to battlefield. They are equally powerful in individual life, in classroom, labs, and daily lives. So these core values are lessons learned from service that I believe every engineering student can carry forward to lead with a purpose, to tackle challenges which come head on, and make a meaningful impact on the society. Today, I have selected few of the core values that I feel is extremely important for you as a future engineer. Let's explore them one by one. And today, what I feel this 6 core values is one which will help you to grow, introspect yourself, and be a successful citizen. So we'll talk with the first core value, that is the discipline, the most powerful foundation of success. A lot of people think discipline will mean restricting yourself, following a rigid routine, making yourself bored. But I'm telling you, discipline is not a cage. It's a freedom. Freedom from laziness and lethargy. Freedom from distractions. Freedom from fear, doubt, and procrastination. Think about it. Think of a very simple example. Let's assume that you want to score good in your exam. What will you do? You will plan your study, you will stick to the routine, revise, ask questions, improve yourself, and then keep doing further. This is how you will achieve your aim. That structure, that consistency is the discipline. If I say in short, it's simply the bridge between the dream and your achievement. So that's the discipline. Let's move to the second core factor, which I feel is the best attitude one can carry. That is gratitude. Gratitude is simply thankful for what you have, not just big thing, everyday thing, which we generally overlook by taking that as a granted. May it be your family, your friend, your teacher, the clean water you drink, the Wi-Fi services you are using, and the chance to study in a college like BIT. These all are just overlooked by you, but you should be grateful for that. You should thank for that. Gratitude does not make you soft. It makes you strong and it makes you grounded. It keeps you focused, helps you stay positive and reminds you far away, whatever place you go, and it will keep you reminding. As a student, when you start appreciating your journey this way, your efforts, your mentors, even your challenges, you unlock a quiet strength that will push you forward. Gratitude is not having less. It's about seeing more. So with this, I'll move to the third core value, that is courage. I can do it. It means selecting the act even when you are scared. You are scared to do, but you want to do. As a soldier, I will say, I was not fearless. There were tough missions, there were challenges, there were high risks, but courage was the one which kept me doing, keep my duty even when I was nervous. Sometimes it means standing up for what is right, sometimes staying calm when others panicked, and often trusting myself even without knowing the outcome. For you as a future student and the future of the nation, I'll say, speak up. Speak up when you feel something is going wrong. Take on challenges that scare you and choose the honest and the harder path that will make you strong and courageous. Real courage is not loud. It's showing up and pushing forward when no one is watching. With this word, no one is watching, I come to a interesting core value that is integrity. Means doing the right thing when no one is watching. In the Air Force, shortcuts were never an option. People's lives were dependent on it. Sometimes we could have done something and no one would come to know, but that was not an option and we never did it. I simply tell you to remember this quote. Shortcut will cut short your life. I repeat, shortcut will cut short your life. So don't take shortcuts. As students and future professionals, you will face many similar challenges, like submitting your own work, even when shortcuts tempts you to do cheating or chat GPT. Admit mistake instead of hiding them. Keep your promise, whether it's a big promise or high promise. Your skill will get noticed. Your integrity builds trust that lasts forever and forever. Most important, another factor is a teamwork. Means working together, not just side by side. In Air Force, there was no mission, no sortie which can be flown alone. Success comes from trust, clear roles, and having each other back. Sometimes you may be leading, sometimes you may be the support, but the ultimate aim is the goal, which stays bigger than anyone's ego. So, as a future engineer, you are entering a world that runs on collaboration. Sharp your ideas openly. Respect everyone's role and position. Celebrate team wins, not just your personal happiness. Great things have never happened in solo. It always happened when we build together. With this, I come to my favorite core value, that is resilience. Resilience means bouncing back. Bouncing back stronger every time. In the Air Force, things didn't always go hand in hand. There were harsh conditions, there were pressure, there were setbacks, but it was tough. But quitting was never an option. We had to come back with more energy, more power, and more plan. So we learn to adapt, we learn to stay calm, and we learn to keep going, no matter what the circumstances. So as a student, your battle may be different. Your battle may be exams, your battle may be rejection, your battle may be placement. But resilience still means showing up even on the odd days, learning from failures, not facing them, trusting your efforts and potentials every time. So now the question is, before I move to this responsibility, I'll just say, fall, learn, rise, and repeat. I'll say, fall, learn, rise, and repeat. That's how you grow stronger. As a responsible citizen, there are certain things which you can do that is not limited to bigger gestures. It's just about the choice you make on a daily basis. A very small pictures I have shared on the screen. Don't litter. Treat your campus, treat your city, treat every place as your home. Use dustbins. Keep it clean. Don't wear helmet or seatbelt just to avoid the fines. Try to protect life. Help others. Respect public property. Don't harm it. Use social media very widely. Very wisely, I mean, just spread positivity. No hatred to be circulated on social media. And another thing is volunteer. Volunteer to join a cleanup drive, volunteer for a blood donation camp, volunteer for a college fest team, and so on. There are a lot of things you can do. You don't need to be empowered to do these small things. You just need to care, just need to think and do your bit. I say just do your bit and you will become a responsible citizen. You don't need a uniform to serve the nation. What it means that you just start. Start with a simple question. What can I do? I repeat, Just start with a simple question. What can I do? This question seems small, but as an engineering student, there is a lot behind this which you can do. You can take initiative. Don't wait to be told. You can be solution oriented rather than complaining that does not work, that is a problem, that is this, that, blah, blah, blah. You can just think, how can I fix this problem? You have to be honest, responsible, and proactive. Sorry. These traits will build not just great professionals, but a very great citizens. Nation building is not one big act, it's a habit, and it will begin with each one of you. You don't have to wait to grow up to make a bigger difference. You are already powerful. Students have led many revolutions. They have launched many startups, built innovation, and saved the society. As engineers, your creativity, your coding, your machines, your teamwork can solve real-world problems on campus, in city, and across the country. If you need to wait for a degree or job title, that does not make any sense. If you see a problem in campus, just fix it. If you see a solution can be there, just try to do it. If you can create an impact, just start now. Look around. There are the students who have done tremendous work. There are few examples which I just downloaded from internet, like IIT Delhi students. They have made low-cost water purifier using waste material. Students of VIT Vellore have created solar power bikes. There are so many examples, and what is the factor behind each one of them is that they did not wait for the permission. They just asked themselves, what can I do? And they started. So I request all of you to think, what your contribution going to be? What student power is not a history now. It's right now, it starts with you. So just think, what can I do to change the society? Now, many of us, you may say, how can I start all these things and start preparing for future? So these 3 pointers will sum up everything, what you need to gear up for the next plan of action. And the first and the foremost is you have to be technically sound, whether it's coding for computer engineer, whether it's circuit for electronics, whether it's machines for mechanical students, being confident in your core skill is the paramount. This confidence helps you solve problems better and work well with your own teammates. Then you have to enhance these skills and work as a team. Next, but not the least, remember, networking is your net worth. I repeat, networking is your net worth. So you need to build your professional presence online, like LinkedIn. Share your projects and connect with professionals to open doors for internship, placement, and career growth. Keep learning your technical stuff, work well with others, and build your network. This is the path to the success. Now comes what is the first step you should take. You should know your strength and interest. Do you enjoy coding? Ask yourself, do you enjoy designing? Do you enjoy building or leading? When you align your passion with your skill, growth becomes smoother and more fun. The next step in line is volunteer for the core task. Don't shy away from responsibility in college fairs, tech events, or clubs. These gives you confidence. These help you to showcase your skill and help you grow in the real situation. Find mentors for your support. These mentors can be any senior, any professional, any professor, or anyone whom you admire. So they can guide you, they can share feedback with you, and they can stretch beyond your comfort zone. Last but not the least, which is most important, is to track growth and reflect. You need to take time to reflect back. Think, what did you learn this semester? Think, what can you do to improve? And then celebrate your all small wins and use them to move forward. Don't sit back from setbacks. You have to learn from setbacks, reset the goal, and then again fuel yourself for the next step. This is the path to the success. Now, I just want you to exercise inner strength. This is a reflectivity activity, I say reflective activity. Let's pause for a moment. Let's reflect for a moment. I request all of you to please pause and reflect. I'll tell and then try to introspect and find. Think about a time when you faced tough challenge. Maybe it was an exam you were afraid of, a project that felt you too long, or a personal setback. Ask yourself, I'm just giving you 10 seconds to think, what was the setback? What was the tough challenge you felt? I hope. Now move to the next step. How, how you overcome that challenge? That is the next step. Think what helped you to push through. Was it a friend? Was it a support? Or just your refusal to give up? Now, after this, most important, how do you feel after that? The feeling of pride, the feeling of relief, or the quiet confidence. That's your inner strength in action. The more you recognize it, the stronger it grows. Remember, challenges will always come, but so will your ability to handle them will grow. Use this activity every time with your own power, and you will get to know more about you. You can know your inner strength, and you can grow in future. The more you recognize, the stronger it becomes. Now the call for action is set up. Show up and sign. You have explored values. You have explored values like discipline, courage, resilience, teamwork, and integrity. You have reflected on your inner strength and seen how students like you have really made impact in the society. Let's bring it all together. Own your strength. Know what makes you unique, whether it's your skill, whether it's your mindset, or the passion or the belief in it. Shape your own story. Your journey is just the beginning. Every decision, every action, every challenge you overcome adds to your personality. So step up, show up and sign, and then only you will progress. And that way you are not just building a career, you will build a legacy. Uniform have taught me one great thing. Greatness lies in consistency. So consistency is required. Each day giving a chance for you to grow. It does not always start with a big leap. It can begin with a very small intentional action. Whether it's helping someone or contributing to surrounding or anything, that will impact. I'll just quote few examples with all the pointers. One kind gesture, let's say helping a peer, thanking a mentor, or uplifting someone's day. A small act like this create a big impact. One civic contribution like following the traffic rule, joining a campus cleanup drive, or reporting a safety issue, all these are a sign of a responsible citizen. One learning leap on a daily basis, watching a tutorial, asking questions in the class, or just starting a project you feel you can do it. And the one brave step, like volunteering for something new, speaking up in the meeting, putting up your point, even if everyone is looking down upon you. If you feel that is wrong, you have to take that brave step and say, I think this is wrong, and you have to justify it. You have to challenge yourself every day to become a responsible citizen. Again, I'll say on repetition, you don't have to wear the uniform to serve. Service starts with how you live, how you treat others, and how you chase your dreams. Live with honor. Do what is right, even when no one is watching. Act with compassion. Help those around you. Be kind and be human. Dream with responsibility. Let your goals serve more than just yourself. Let them uplift others. Athletics like athletes like Neeraj Chopra, team like Indian hockey, and icons like PV Sandhu did not just win medals. They have uplifted themselves. They have inspired the nation. So can you. Your journey matters. Your action counts, and your story can save India's future. Take pride, take charge, and take that first step to become a responsible citizen. At end, let me leave you with this beautiful thought by Eleanor Roosevelt. I quote, "The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Unquote. As engineering student, your journey is just the beginning. The world needs your innovation, your courage, and your ideas. So believe in your dream, not just because they are big, but because they are your dream. Work on them, fight for them, build something that matters, because the future does not belong to the loudest or the fastest. It belongs to the believers, it belongs to the doers, and the one who never give up. Thank you, Jai Hind. And the last, I'll just say thank you for being a wonderful audience today. I hope this session was not just an information, but an inspiration for you to believe in your potential, take action, make your own impact, whether in college, career, or country, and take that first step. I'd love to hear your thought and answer any question if you have. Jai Hind.
Thank you, ma'am. It's been a really inspiring session. We have a few questions from the students.
Yes.
Madam, thank you for your wonderful service to the nation.
Thank
What
you so much.
motivated you to join the Air Force?
That's a question really near to my heart. Honestly, if you ask me, I'm from Bihar. As a Bihari student, my aim was to clear IIT JEE. The day of my examination of IIT JEE, my grandmother expired and I could not clear it. I did my engineering from RCW. And that dream of cracking IIT JEE was totally behind my mind. So after engineering, I was preparing for GATE and IAS with one of my friend. So and luckily I could clear GATE also. My All India rank was 534. And she wanted to go in Air Force. She just approached me and told, I'm filling this form. This is free form. Do you want to apply? And I just told, please go ahead. And ironically, I say, she applied, she could not clear and cleared the SSB. And if I look back to that, that was not my original plan, but that was the best decision I took after clearing SSB. Though I had the option to join IIT Mumbai and IIT Delhi FRM after clearing it, but I think that was the best decision I took, and I am here with the all values what I have today.
Thank you, ma'am. That's a wonderful story. Life has a different, God has a wonderful path for us, and we may not know it yet. The
Yes.
second question is how to overcome fear. The student who writes this is saying that she has a lot of fears about what will go wrong, how to whether things will go right and all. So, how did you overcome fear?
Very beautiful question. It's again, you have to think, you have to introspect yourself. No one can better judge you than yourself. So first think what fear you are thinking of. What is the worst which can happen if you do that? Nothing can go wrong than not doing it. If you attempt, you will fail once, twice, maybe thrice, but you will come up. So you have to fight that fear by introspecting what may worst happen. So if you think that way, you will slowly overcome. And another thing is that I ask making a mentor. If you feel something is drastically making you demotivated, drastically moving you fear about something, you can ask your mentor for a guidance. He can guide you and help you to overcome that. That is second step. But the first step is that you have to think what can go wrong. Not much. But if I don't do, I'll be at loss. So you have to give a try. Till the time you give a try, you cannot succeed.
The third question comes from a student. She says, I take on challenges, but I give up after 5 or 6 days because I don't see progress. How to overcome that mindset?
That is good that you are taking on challenges, but what I said, consistency is the key to success. You have to be constant. What happened was, you are still struggling, take next step. Think what still went wrong. Every step has to be with some learning. The more you fail, the more setbacks you get, more learning you get. So first you have to introspect what went wrong that it is not proceeding. What is the one thing I can do so that it goes correct next time. So that again is you who have to introspect. And I'll just request if you are taking on challenge, if you are doing your bit, continue that bit for another 5 days, in place of 5 days, 10 days, 15 days, 20 days. But I'm sure that you will overcome it, you will be able to do it. It's you only who have to take the step and try to do it. Till the time you do after 5 days, every time you feel the same. So you have to come up, you have to rethink what extra I have to do this time so that you don't get stuck. So you have to find that loophole which is there between your day 1 to day 5, and then day 5 to day 6, 7. Every time you find that gap, do the gap analysis between what you did earlier, what you did today, and then try to fill that gap by whatever help or support required from your mentors or from yourself, or maybe study or whatever is required, whatever task it is there, as for that you can take a call.
Next question is, what motivated you to keep studying when you were in the Air Force?
I was a continuous learner throughout. I'll say because changes keep on happening. You cannot remain in market, you cannot be a successful man if you just stick to your current engineering knowledge. For our time, there was Linux, then came Java, then the other language, everything is coming. In electronics, if you ask, there are circuits, walls, then came semiconductors and microchips and all are coming. So it's a continuous process. If you don't upskill and reskill, you will never progress. So if you have to do success in your life, you have to upskill yourself. And as far as my learning is concerned, I will tell particularly, I was a short service commissioned officer. I was aware that after 14 years of service, I will be retired. So the life in defense and the life in corporate is different. So to cope up with that, I was always trying to upskill myself. I did PMP so that I understand the jargons of the corporate world. I did Six Sigma to understand the concept, how we work. Though everything was there in defense, we used to do all those concepts, we used to do all those practices, but the jargons were different. So get myself acclimatized with the corporate world, I need to upskill. Same goes for everyone. If you don't want to be stagnant in your career, you want to progress, see yourself after 5 years, 10 years, 20 years as a good position, then you have to upskill. Even as of now also, I'm doing certain certification. I'm behind that because learning is a continuous process. If you stay calm, if you stop learning, then you're stagnant in your life. You'll never progress. You'll not see yourself growing. So that is one thing I say. I have kept myself motivated. Yes, I'm seeing myself at some position after 5 years, 10 years. For that, I need to upskill and I'm doing it. And I request all of you, all the students, just keep reading the subject, the matter, the certification, what interests you. You have to find your interest and then try to upskill accordingly. If you are a computer engineer, you have to upskill in that term. If you are an electronics engineer, the different thing. If you want to make a correct career in project, accordingly you have to do. If you have to career in management, you have to do separate things. So you have to plan. You have to plan what you want to go ahead with, and accordingly try to upskill yourself so that you become future fit leader. You succeed and you achieve your dream.
Uh, Thank you, ma'am. Next question is next is the last question that we've got. How did you find the time to manage so many things?
Time is same for everyone. 24 hours is everyone's time. But I'll just quote one example. You can see our Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. How do he manage? I mean, what I feel now, I don't remember I had ever slept more than 5 hours any time. So you have to cut short on those things which is not required. If you know that 5 to 6 hours of sleeping is good to remain healthy, then why to sleep for 8 hours on a Sunday or a Saturday? Just because chutti hai to you want to enjoy, there can be other enjoyment. You can read a book, you can watch a movie. That is also a good option to upskill in terms of your English speaking, So you have to prioritize and you have to find the window within those 24 hours only. Only thing that you have to make a checklist. These things I have to do, and then you have to prioritize and you have to fix a timeline. For next 5 days, I'll be doing this only. How I manage is your call. Where you have to cut short your, I will say, time, and where you have to give your time, that's your call. Because that is all time management. and the motivation for you to progress in life that you have to do. There is no escape from that. I said you shortcut will cut short your life. You cannot take shortcut just to excel. And at this seniority, what you are doing engineering, and there is a hell lot of future for you. You have lot to do, lot to explore, lot to learn, and lot to progress. You are the future. So if you start doing it from now, if you make it a habit, if you keep it in your blood, you will surely succeed. That I can promise you.
Thank you, ma'am. Finally, a closing remark from one of the students. I was never uh, thinking of Army or Air Force as a career. I'm inspired by Wing Commander Kanchan Kumari, ma'am. Jai Hind. I will work hard. I will succeed. That is one of the comments from the students, and that sums up this webinar. Thank you, Wing
Thank
Commander,
you.
for this.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for your time. It was a privilege talking to you all. If you are interested, let's connect on LinkedIn. Any one of you, if you clear your written exam, feel free to contact me for SSB. Because SSB is one thing that no one can teach, only the one who have faced can guide you. It's your own personality which can make you successful. Clear the written exam and feel free to get in touch to clear the SSB and all.
Thank you, ma'am. Jai Hind, ma'am. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Join everyone.
Thank you, ma'am. Thanks a lot. It was a
Take care.
wonderful session. It was really a wonderful session, inspiring